Thanks for joining me today. My name is Josh Ward, and I work for a company called Volachi. We are an online marketing company. If you want to be doing our services, you can go to Volachi.com. If you want to learn more about me specifically, you go to About Us and the team. And scroll down about halfway, there's me and my beautiful mug and a little description about my background. And most importantly, contact information. There's my direct line and my address. If you have any questions about the topics that I'm going through today, then feel free to give me a call at 512-633-2976 or send an email, josh@volachi.com. And if you have more, like I said, if you have more questions about our products or services, feel free to poke around the site or read our blog. Or go look at some of the clients that we've worked with and the projects that we've worked on. So there's that. The topic for today is going to be Google. Google is probably or is the most important, the biggest search engine out there. It gets the most searches every month. And they've made some changes recently that may or may not affect your SEO, the performance of your website, or the performance or the benefit that your business receives from your website or from the search engines. And we're going to talk about those four things today. We're going to talk about Google Instant, Google Preview, Google Places, and Google Local Search. And some of these we're going to talk about in combination. So the first thing I want to do is talk about Google Instant, and we've all probably noticed this. If I start eating pizza, then before I'm done typing, and before I've hit enter, then Google goes ahead and kind of interprets what I'm going to be typing and gives me results for those terms. And so keep typing. If I live in Austin, Texas, so if I type pizza in Austin, then as I'm typing, the search result changing, and again I'm not having to press the enter key or press the search button there next to the search bar. I just have to type, and so that's Google Instant. I think from an SEO point of view, there's been a lot of talk about how that might change. Should strategy be go after more broad key terms or go after more long-tailed key terms? And I think at least for right now, there hasn't been a significant impact to the listings or search volumes for terms because of Google Instant. So that's something that we're keeping an eye on, but we're not too concerned about right now at Volachi. One of the things that we're intrigued by, though, is Google Preview, and that's the second thing we're going to talk about. So I've just done a search for pizza in Austin, and I've got some results down here. And you'll notice next to each one of the results, there's a little magnifying glass. And if I click on that, it acts Google Preview. It gives me a screenshot, a little snapshot of the page of the site that I've clicked on. So here for Austin's Pizza, which is really good local pizza, I get this little screenshot of what their homepage looks like. You'll notice a few things here. Austin's Pizza has actually done a really good job with their website design because their phone number is huge, right? So I can find their phone number here under the description, in the description of their business. I could find their phone number to call them. In this additional local information, I can find their phone number. Or when I click on the preview button, I know that I can call them, I can order online, and that there's gift cards available. So they've designed their homepage to really take advantage of Google Preview. So that's the first thing I would say that Google Preview is great from a search standpoint, but how does it affect our businesses? It makes us rethink the way we've designed our homepage. If we design our homepage with a lot of really small font and not a lot of very big, large, clear calls to action, then we're going to be able to take advantage of things like Google Preview. If you go down the page, you'll notice this is another Austin's Pizza site, the Austin's Pizza menu, and I'll kind of talk about why nothing's showing up there here in a second. On down the page, there's Home Slice Pizza, another great local place, South Side, on down the line. And if we scroll down, Frank and Angie's is actually one of my favorite places for pizza in Austin, which is that when I go check out the preview for Fred and Angie's, there's nothing there, nothing at all. And so that's an issue. That's something that we need to be paying attention to. There are lots of reasons for that. Sometimes it's because the site was built in Flash. Other times it's just because there was poor code that's driving the site. There's lots of different reasons, but whatever it is, you need to figure it out and fix it, because if you don't, you're losing a whole lot of information, a whole lot of opportunity with Google's new search results. This is a local search that I've done. These are local businesses that are showing up, but preview applies to any that you might do, whether it's national or a worldwide search, or whatnot. I think to take note of, just while we're talking about search, is that I can change my location. So if I back up and I just say, well, what if I just want to search for pizza and not pizza in Austin? Then I'll give it a second, it'll change my search results, but it's still giving me search results as if I'm in Austin, Texas, and I am, so that's good. But let's say I was in Austin. Let's say I was actually just north of Austin in Round Rock, or I was going to Round Rock. Except that is my location. And now instead of giving me pizza places in Austin, it's actually giving me pizza places in Round Rock, right? When I've just typed in, well, Pizza Hut. I just ordered pizza. It thinks I'm in Round Rock, and it gives me listings of pizza places in Round Rock, right? So that's another really nifty thing that you can kind of see what other local businesses and areas surrounding yours, how they're handling their websites, or just a good way to find businesses in your surrounding area. Something that to pay attention to. So that's Google Instant, how your search results are automatically changing. We talked about Google Preview a little bit. Now I want to get into Google Local or local results, and we'll spend quite a bit of time here. There's a few things that I want you to notice. First of all, just typed pizza into my search bar, but yet it's still giving me local search results based on my location. Now I gave a location, but even if it auto-detected that location, just by typing in pizza, it's going to give me local results. So that's the first thing to notice, that Google's paying attention to that. They're trying to be intuitive. Previously, when I did a local search, what you saw, what the search engines delivered, or what Google delivered, was a map up here on the center part of the screen, and then down the right-hand side of the map, you would get these little A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they would have the name of the business and a phone number, and those were the local listings. They would show up strictly at the top of the page. As you would scroll down the page, you would start to see the regular organic listings. The new listings, we're noticing a few things. First of all, the map is moved over to the right-hand side, and that becomes important. We'll talk about that in a second. But the map's moved over to the right-hand side. And the main section of the search results are the local results. So the normal organic results have been pushed down. So as I scroll down the page, there's a local result and a local result and another one and another one and another one. And it's not until I get down to the very bottom of the page that I start to get just some regular organic results. But then Google also gives me even more. It gives me image results for pizza, and it gives me news results for pizza down at the bottom. So it's kind of a mixed bag of search results that Google's serving up. So that's really interesting. So what do some of these changes mean? Well, the first thing is it means that your local result is much more visible than it once was. People are going to be distracted by the organic results underneath the map any longer because the map's off to the side and your local results dominate the search listings. So it's made your local search results much more valuable in local business. The second thing is that obviously it's discounted your organic search result. So normally, if you had showed up number 6 or 7 or 8 for the term pizza in Round Rock on the first page, it used to be middle of the first page. Now you're not even on the first page because there's only 4 organic search results listed here. So that's definitely something that results have been pushed down. Some of the downsides, and I don't know if you've noticed, I've actually been scrolling up and down the page. This map actually moves with me, right? As I scroll down the page, the map moves down the page with me so that I can continually see it. Well, as I scroll down the page, it's covering up these paid search ads. So if you're running paid searches on pizza when people search in Round Rock, then there's going to be time when your ad is not actually being shown, right? When your ad is completely covered up by the Google map. And so that's a con if you're running search campaigns. That's going on is that in each search result, you notice that there's a lot of different information. So there's the link that you can click on. There's the preview we talked about. There's your meta description or the description of your business. There's your website. There's an address and a phone number, which is great. But then getting or reviews of your website or of your business are being delivered before you ever click on a page. And I have the option of not just going to Manja's Pizza here, but I can also click on Yelp.com, or I can click on InsiderPages.com or Urban Spoon, and those are going to take me to a website that's not this business's website, right? So you may have less competition in that there's less organic results on the page, but you've got more competition because if I get to Yelp and I get to Yelp and I'm looking at different pizza places on Yelp, including yours, I may decide to go somewhere else. I'm also looking at all your competitors. Something to take into account. But I also get to see, are people instantly inside my search results, I get to see how, from a review point, are people giving you good reviews or are they giving you bad reviews? And I can make a decision based on that as well. In a very general term, is that your Google Places, which is it used to be called the Google Local Business Listings. Now it's called Google Places. And what that means is that your Google Places page or account is going to become much more valuable than it once was. And one of the strategies behind taking advantage of these changes is to go into Google Places, to register your business, and to fill out your profile as completely as possible. That's gonna help show up high in the results. Another thing you can do to help your listing show high in the results is to get lots and lots of reviews. You want lots of ratings and reviews from people. They can give you ratings or reviews in Google if they're logged in, or they can go to some of those other sites like Yelp or Urban Spoon or whatnot to give you reviews, ratings and reviews. And the more of those you have, the better you should rank. So that's important. When you're filling out your profile, make sure you give the categories that you should be in, the hours you're in operation, contact you, a delivery, or a copy of the menu would be great. Photos of your business are going to help that. I believe you can also upload videos of your business, and so if you can upload some videos of maybe you making pizza, that would be another great thing. And then again, encourage people encourage your customers to review your site. They're all very important things, and we knew they were important beforehand, but now they're just coming increasingly important. So that's definitely something you want to look at. One interesting thing is that your Google page, you'll actually get analytics. So just like Google Analytics will give you data and information about the performance of your website, Google actually emails you about analytics for Google Places, and it tells you how many people have seen your page. It tells you how many times people clicked directions or clicked on search, or just activities that they could take on your Google Places page. So really important to look at that and find out where you take a look at those analytics and find out where you need improvement and what you might need to tweak or work on to improve things. So that becomes really important. Opportunities, like I said, what it means, or I guess opportunities that are involved here are that what we've seen, and this is kind of in general, is that if you were, the clients that we had that were working on both their organic rankings and their local search rankings prior to this change are actually doing really well in their local search terms right now, which suggests that Google may be hitting some of the organic search algorithm with its local search algorithm, and which is good news for those businesses who have been working on both things all this time. So that's something our clients have definitely gotten benefit from. We would turn around and suggest that you do the same. A suggestion to get your local results, your local business or your Google Places result up higher is to do some local link building. So get some local businesses to link back to your website. And you can do maybe some form of natural looking link exchange with those people. Or another way to go out and get some and get links related to local language, excuse me, and that's through the UBL, or the I believe it stands for Unified Business Listing. That up. The UBL is a service, and what it does is they go out and they create links for your websites on other local websites, and so it's kind of a quick and easy way. I think it's $30 a year, and they create a number of links pointing back to site. So that's something you definitely want to link into or look into if your business is on ranking well for the local business results. The final thing that I want to look at today is we've kind of seen what Google has done now, but where is Google going, and what are some of the things that we're seeing or that we see for the future? I think the first, and it's obvious, is that Google is going local. They're valuing local results over more generic results. I think that's several reasons. One is that local results tend to be more applicable to what somebody's doing. But it also makes kind of it forced them down to the bottom of the search results. So a site like pizza.com that is kind of just a very generic site gets pushed down to the bottom, and doesn't take up spots for things that are more relevant to me and my life and where I live, and so Google values that, and they'll continue to value that. The second thing is Google's going to continue to view and want to show user sentiment. And what I mean by that is I did another search for a New York hotel. So let's say I'm in Utica. I need to find hotels. I get this sort of mix of listings, of local listings here. As I scroll down, I'll notice things like here's I get the 4-star or the rating. I get to read some brief reviews of the hotel. So this Red Roof Inn was a pretty nice place, 4 stars. They say it was a nice place. I scroll on down, and I come to, oh, look, the Super 8 at Utica. It only got a 2-star rating, and the dirty and filthy are the best adjectives I can come up with to describe this. This is going to be a place that I would definitely not want to stay if I was coming to Utica, right? I don't even want to click on the website. I don't want to find out more about it. It's just a place that I don't want to stay. And so one of the things that Google is going to be paying more attention to is the same thing that people in the web are paying more attention to, and that is other user reviews and user feedback. And consumers are becoming more educated and trying to are going to use Google and other tools on the web to make their decisions. So the lesson here is don't do a bad job. Do a really good job to make sure that you get really good reviews and people want to stay or frequent your place of business and not avoid it when they get a bad review. That's Google Instant, Google Preview, Google Places, and Google Local. What they are, some of our thoughts on how to take advantage of them, and kind of where Google's going in the future. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this this presentation. I hope it was valuable and that you learned a few things that you can go out and implement on your site and in your places listing. Again, my name is Josh Ward. I work for Valachi. That's VOACCI.com. You can call me at 512-633-2976 or send me an email, josh@valachi.com.